do one more problem. Given an equation like this, I want to find dy dx. When you see this notation, it tells you you're going to treat the variable on the top as a function of the variable on the bottom, like that. Okay? So now we know what to do. We differentiate both sides of the equation. So ddx of 5x squared plus this is 3y squared plus x times y equals the derivative of 15. Okay, so now baby steps tells you that baby steps tell you can separate these terms. So you have ddx of 5x squared plus ddx of 3y squared plus ddx, oh, that is an ugly d, ddx ddx of xy, that will equal the derivative of 15, right? Okay, so I can take out the constant. And I know the derivative of a constant is equal to 0. Okay. Now I have x squared, and I differentiate x squared with respect to x. So this gives me 2x. Power formula tells me this. Plus 3. Now, again, this is a variable. This variable is y. This variable here is x. So you can't just say the derivative is equal to 2y. You can just apply power rule like that. Plus, we know you are supposed to treat y as a function of x. So what you're doing is actually this guy. Now you have outer function being the square function and inner function being the function y of x. So differentiate the outer function is 2y. Differentiate the inner function, you get dy dx. Okay? So this comes from the fact that you are treating y as a function of x. So if y is a function of x and then you take the square of this guy, you're dealing with composite function. Okay, so now you have x times y. So this is x times a function of x. Now you have basically two things multiplied together. So here you apply the product rule, ddx of the first function times y plus the first function times derivative of the second function. And of course, this equals 0. Okay, so write this out. 10x plus 6y dy dx plus derivative of x is equal to 1 times y, okay, plus x. Now I don't know what a y is, but I know y is a function of x. So derivative of x, the derivative of a function of x, its output is denoted by this notation, right? So that's just write dy dx equals. Now I want to simplify what I got. So I collect the terms as dy dx. It has factored out. So this one has a 6y. This one has x. Everything else, meaning this 10x and this 1y, I'm gonna throw it to the other side. How do I throw it to the other side? I do minus x, also minus 10x, minus y for both the left hand side and the right hand side. So that gives me minus 10x minus y, right? So think about this. If I do minus 10x and minus y and minus y. So this goes away, this goes away. I'm left with minus 10x and minus y on the right. Now I divide the equation by 6y plus x. So I get dy dx is equal to minus 10x minus y over 6y plus x. That's my derivative, dy dx. Okay, so it is okay that you see both x and y in your answer. That's totally fine.